Today's Namaste Yoga is called Winning Isn't Everything. Hello and welcome to episode 176 of Namaste Yoga. We're continuing our cultural conditioning series, and we have a class today called Winning Isn't Everything, and we're close to Lake Ontario. We're kind of in a more marshy area that's a little more sheltered and warmer for me today. And I'm going to start today with a testimonial from Samantha from Facebook, and she says, "In the last few days, I have done one of your beginner classes and an intermediate as well. I can honestly say during these classes, they have been the first times in my adult life where I have been able to remain in the present. It was highly emotional for me, being able to hold at times an uncomfortable pose and breathe into it and through it, focus and relax. In just a short time, it has done so much for me. The relief from anxiety I have felt is unbelievable. While the more extreme postures in yoga do truly seem cool and beautiful for sure, and maybe I'd like to get there, it is great to see that yoga is about more than working out or competing to hold a pose for a long time or to hold an advanced form of a pose. And on the same note, for anyone who thinks that you're not doing anything, they just don't know that standing, sitting, or lying in a position and breathing and just experiencing their breath and body, that can truly be something. Couldn't have said that better myself. In fact, I wish I'd said that before. Thank you for all that you do. Well, I just found your site. I truly hope to acquire a membership soon. All that you do is beautiful. Namaste, Samantha. So thank you for that awesome testimonial, Samantha. And speaking of our membership site, we have just put up new content on our membership site. Yesterday, we put up a brand new intermediate level therapeutic 1-hour yoga for knees class. So I know that will be of great interest to all of you who have started up your running season again. That's available on the membership site and in our shop now. And also, we put in a 5-class series called In Loving Memory, a yoga series for grief and bereavement for anybody who has lost a loved one recently. That was a request class. A lot of people requested that class series for dealing with loss, and it's a very special series. It was quite touching to film and prepare for, and I think it's going to get a lot of use. There's 5 20-minute classes because we recognize that it's going to be a little more difficult to come to the mat when you're dealing with loss. So I'm really excited to hear the feedback on that as people start to practice that series, because I really enjoyed putting that together. So thanks for leaving your comments and feedbacks and testimonials on my website and YouTube, and your 5-star ratings on iTunes. And there are instructions on how to do that at thankyoumelissa.com. Also, thanks to Squeezed Yoga Clothing. Today I'm wearing a long sleeve bamboo top because it's a little cooler here. I did actually have a matching outfit on underneath. A fern short sleeve tee and the fern capri pants, but then we decided to come down to the lake, so it's great to have these long sleeve bamboo tops to be able to throw on over top if it's going to be a little cooler. And also thanks to Dusky Leaf for our yoga props. I've got a strap today. You may need a strap, and I know John's got lots of great new products in the work he's really excited about. I just had an email from him yesterday saying, "You'll be the first to receive them." So that's exciting too. His products are always such high level, just like Squeezed. I mean, I'm so excited to partner with both of them because they do both create such high level products, and they're both so passionate about them. Okay, let's get to today's class. You're going to go ahead and rest back in Shavasana. Lie down on your back. Today is an intermediate to advanced level class. And the point of today's class is for you to struggle a little. So don't shy away from the class being an intermediate to advanced level class. If you're not successful in all the poses, that is the intention actually. Because winning isn't everything, and winning in all your yoga postures today is the intention. Winning, the idea is for you not to win in all the yoga postures today. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay, good. Okay, so go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Settle in. Allow yourself to transition onto your yoga mat and into your practice now. So cultural conditioning, they are social processes in which authority figures such as parents, professors, politicians, religious leaders, peers, and the media define our cultural values, beliefs, ethical systems, and ultimately the way we perceive ourselves in the world. And today's theme comes from Lisa Bloss, so thank you for all of you who are sending in suggestions for this series. And she suggested that we look at our need to win or be the best. And that is a really deep-rooted need in our culture. She gave the examples of the need to get into the favored university, getting the big important job, winning that boy or girl, being the first to own the latest and greatest technology, or the best car, or the best house. And Lisa pointed out that the idea of losing is in fact unacceptable. But in fact, losing is often the best way to learn. In putting this series together, I've been finding that quotes are some of the best ways to measure our cultural psyche around an idea. So here are some quotes about winning. Vince Lombarde says, "Winning isn't everything, it's the only thing." And he also says, "If winning isn't everything, why do they keep score?" Or Mia Hamm's quote, "The person that said winning isn't everything never won anything." Or William C. Bryant, "Winning isn't everything, but it beats anything in second place." Vin Scully says, "Losing feels worse than winning feels good." And the last one, "There is winning and there is misery." That's Bill Parcells. So winning is pretty important to our cultural psyche. This point was reinforced in our home and our family yesterday when my daughter came home from her school track and field event, totally depressed that she hadn't won a single event. Her expectation was to win. She got to spend a beautiful sunny day outside with her friends, but she couldn't get past the point that she didn't win a single event. That totally ruined her day. One concept that stuck with me a number of years ago now, as Lisa brought up, was the idea of failing forward, as John C. Maxwell says, or learning from our mistakes. Those who struggle, I believe, make far greater teachers than childhood prodigies, for example. When things come easily, it is more challenging to explain them to others. or often we take the fruits of our labors for granted. When we struggle, we are forced to find different ways of doing things, alternate ways around our challenges, and creative solutions that we may not have even envisioned if we had clear roads ahead. I've got this great quote from Arnold Schwarzenegger. Strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength. So yay, Arnold. So reflect on our cultural psyche around winning and maybe even your own relationship to winning. And begin to form an intention for your class today, what you would like to receive. And I have a really challenging class prepared for you around strength today. And I've prepared it so that you will have some experience with failing today. So that's my intention for you. Know that going in. So mentally prepare yourself for that. And know, see what that feels like to know that you're probably not going to be able to successfully do all of this class or do all of the poses or complete everything. And what does that feel like for you going in? So once you've formed your intention and prepared yourself mentally for this class, then you can go ahead and wiggle and stretch out. And bend your knees and roll to your side. I hope you had your quinoa this morning and your superfood smoothies. You're going to need it to get through this class. If not, go and fire up your high-speed blender and make a superfood smoothie now. Come on back and join us. And then we'll start on all fours with a little pigeon to get your hips ready. Maybe just a little bit of cat. Exhale, rounding up through your back. And inhale, arching to warm up your spine. I think those are frogs. Yeah, I hope you can hear the frogs. They're singing in harmony. It's gorgeous. Okay, take your hands to the front of your mat and then slide your right leg forward, your right knee to your right wrist, your right heel over to your left hip bone, and then fold forward over your bent right leg with your left leg reaching long behind you. And then slowly come up and bring your right leg back behind you and slide your left knee forward to your left wrist, your left heel over to your right hip bone. Reach your right, fold forward over your bent left leg. Breathing here. And reflect back maybe on sometimes when you've experienced failure in the past and what it's been like to fail forward. Not get what you want, or think of those 10 years that I worked, almost 11 years I worked on my PhD, all those times that the drafts of my dissertation got rejected. Oh my goodness. That was a lot of failing forward. And think about some of the epic fails I've had at gluten-free baking too. That's some hard stuff, man. Okay, come on up onto all fours. And we're going to do some tricep push-ups now. So this is where we're going to connect to our strength. So just so you can know how to do your form right, take your arms out in front of you. Inhale, bring your elbows right back along the sides of your body so that your inside of your arms are touching your torso. And then exhale, press. Inhale, back. And keep your shoulders rolled back and down. Exhale, press. Inhale, back. Exhale, press. Inhale, back. Exhale, press. So that's the movement that we're going to be making. You're just going to take that whole shape and come forward. Tuck your tailbone under, lift up through your pelvic floor, draw your navel back to your spine. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press up. Inhale, touch your nose to the ground. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press up. Stay strong through your core. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower. Give me one more. Good. And sit back on your heels. Keep building up your strength. This is a great one for building arm strength. I've had a lot of people requesting building arm strength. So roll your shoulders back and down, tuck your tail under, draw up through your pelvic floor, draw your navel back to your spine. Let's do that again. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press up. 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 And one more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press up. And then sit back on your heels and stretch. Okay, and then come forward and we're going to do one more set. So stay strong through your shoulders, spread your fingers nice and wide, take the weight out of your wrists, and draw out through your pelvic floor, draw your navel back to your spine. Remember, it's okay if you fail here. You don't have to win through this whole thing. This is about gaining strength, and it's okay not to be successful the first time. So here we go. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press up. 2 more. 1 more. Stay strong. And sit back on your heels. Very good. And stretch. Okay, now you're going to come forward for plank pose, and we're going to work with plank pose a bit. We're going to do plank pose on your forearms to give your wrists a break. So come forward onto your belly on your forearms. Wrap your shoulders back and down your back. Stay on your forearms here. You're going to pull your sit bones, your hip bones back with your tailbone tucked under. And then you're going to tuck your toes under at the back. You can stay here with your knees on the ground if you want. And then you're going to tuck your toes under and lift your knees off the ground and hold. Breathe into the side ribs in your back. And then breathe out, draw your navel back to your spine. Breathe into your side ribs in your back. Breathe out, draw your belly button back to your spine. And breathe out. And 1 more deep breath. And then slowly lower down. Come back into child's pose for a break. I'm going to take my hands down by my heels this time and rest. Okay, you're going to come back to that plank pose, and we're going to add a little variation, but you can also stay with where you were with what you were doing. So roll your shoulders back and down so you're lifted out of your shoulders and more into your back muscles. Pull your hip bones back, tuck your toes under, lift your knees off the ground. You can keep your knees on the ground. You're going to twist and come center. Twist and come center. Twist and center. Twist and center. Twist and center. Twist and center. 1 more each side. Twist and center. Twist and center. And then lower your knees to the ground and sit back on your heels. Woo! We're building strength today. Oh, goodness. Arnold would be proud. Maybe. You might think we're pretty silly little yogis. Okay, I'm proud of you. Okay, I need a little drink before the next one. I think we should do that last one again. So let's come down on your forearms and try that last one again. So roll your shoulders back and down. Pull your hip bones back. Tuck your toes under. And then twist from your pelvis and center. Twist from your pelvis and center. Twist and center. Twist and center. Keep breathing. And one more each side. And then bend your knees and sit back on your heels. Good job. Oh, so strengthening for your core muscles. Very good. I've got another yet. Are we failing forward yet? Phew, we got another one in plank pose. Who wants to do frog? You want to change it up a bit? You might actually be excited to do frog. Let's change it up a bit, and then we'll come back to plank for our last plank variation before we go to standing. Okay? You're actually excited to do frog, aren't you? You are. Okay, come center. We'll take your legs wide. And we had a hangout. We had a meetup actually in Toronto this week, and Marietta was one of the people that met up with us, and she said she does this one on the floor, and she puts little cushions underneath her knees on the hardwood floor, and then that lets her just slide open on this, which is a really good idea, Marietta. And then come down on your forearms. You might be able to come lower. Make sure you sink back here. Try not to lean forward and let your tail swing up too much. You do want to keep the natural curve in your low back. Okay. Wow. Frog never felt so easy to hang out in after all those planks. It's got his own edge here now today. Okay, so to come out of frog, just fall forward. Bring your legs in and maybe do a little windshield wiper here. And then come on up and back. Okay, I didn't forget. Back planks. Wait till you see this variation. Are you excited? Okay. I actually didn't try this one before we did it in class. You're always supposed to try them before you do them in class. So I might be failing forward with you on this one. Okay, so here we go. You're going to roll your shoulders back and down. My shoulder muscles are getting really fatigued here. How about yours? You're going to pull your hip bones back. Going to tuck your toes under. And lift your knees. Now, it's going to make it easier if you take your feet wider here. And then you're going to bring your right knee up to the side and back. Up to the side. Whew, that's tough. And back. Up to the side and back. Up to the side and back. And we'll do one more. Up to the side and back. Goodness. Whew. Okay, I'm going to hang here in Sphinx for a sec or two. This is a counter pose. Before we do the other side. Okay, how you doing? We're going to do the other side. Okay, here we go. You're doing great. Pull your pull your hip bones back. Oh my goodness, my shoulders don't want to do the other side. Okay, I'm going to use my core for the other side. You're going to use your core too. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Feeling forward. Here we go. We can do it. Left leg up. 5 times. Goodness. One more. Yes. Did it. Okay. Counter pose, crocodile. Rest, my friends. Okay, it's time to wake your crocodiles. And continue on with our class. We're going to make our way up to standing now. So bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift up into cobra. Tuck your toes under. Come back into downward facing dog. And then step your feet forward and make your way up to standing. Okay, from standing, I thought in a class on winning isn't everything, it would be kind of fun to do goddess victory squat. So take your feet wide, turn your feet out to 10 and 2 o'clock, and squat down, straight down. Bring your arm out to the side for a goddess victory squat. Keep drawing your shoulder blades towards each other at the back. We're going to go for a long hold here today. I bet you're feeling your legs now. Okay, and then slowly come up to standing. Toe heel it in. Just shake out your legs a little bit here. And then we're going to come back into goddess victory squat. So take your feet out to 10 and 2 o'clock. Again, make sure your knees and your toes are pointing in the same direction. And you're going to squat straight down again. And this time we're going to side bend to one side. And inhale up center. And then exhale and side bend to the other side. And then come on up, toe heel it in, and shake it out. We're going to do one more in Goddess Victory Squat. So take your feet wide to 10 and 2 o'clock again, and then sit straight down again. And then take your right hand to the outside of your left leg and rotate. And come back center, keep your knees pulled back, and rotate left hand to the outside of your right leg. You might be able to hook your right hand to the inside of your left leg. And then lift up. Great. Toe heel it in. Okay, come to the front of your mat. We're going to do a dolphin pose to build strength in your upper back. So we're going to transition to it from downward facing dog, which is also a strength building transition. So stay with me here. We'll come to it from standing. You're going to inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your knees, hinge forward. Okay, remember it's okay to fail forward. You don't have to be successful at something the first time you try it. You're going to step your feet back into downward facing dog. Okay, from downward facing dog, you're going to lower your elbows down to dolphin. There you go. You're there. So this really builds strength in your upper body. And then lower your knees and come onto all fours again. And bring your right knee forward. We're going to come back into pigeon pose again, but this time we're going to come into the more full expression of it. So your right knee is forward. You're going to reach around and hold on to your back left leg here. This is where you could use your strap as well. So let me show you. If you're using your strap, you would put your strap around your left foot. So see, you have to be willing not to win sometimes. So eventually your left foot would be on your head. Okay, so go ahead and let this out of your body on this side. Whew, goodness. I'm going to need a nap after this class. I think my favorite word in this class is goodness. I think I've said it a lot today. Okay, bring your left foot forward. Left bent knee forward to left wrist. Right leg comes behind. You bend it, hook up your... I am sure glad I wore my Ganesh top and my Ganesh bracelet today. Okay. Oof. Oof. I'm going to say goodness again. If I wasn't filming, I might say some other words. Oh, this leg is way far out. This leg should be way more for alignment. Oh, there. It's still way rolled out. Bad alignment. Okay. Breathing. Oh my goodness. Oh, this feels really not nice. Okay, I need a softer edge. That feels maybe a bit better. Who's ready for Shavasana? Okay. Whew. Let this posture out of your body. Let's do some twists. Okay. Sit with your legs out long. Bend your left leg in. Cross your left leg over your right leg. Bring your right leg up to your left sit bone. You can also leave this leg long. Lengthen up long through your spine. Wrap your right arm around your bent left leg. Take your left hand at the base of your spine and rotate towards your bent left leg. Inhale, turn back to center. Uncross your legs. Shake them out. We'll do the other side. So bend your right leg in. Cross it over your straight left leg, and you can leave your left leg straight. You can bend your left heel up to your right sit bone. Press down through your sit bones and lengthen up through your spine. Wrap your left arm around your bent right leg. Place your right hand at the base of your spine and turn towards your bent right leg. my legs are actually shaking right now. Just wondering how your legs are doing after all those goddess victory squats. And then come back to center. Wanted to do Baddha Konasana pose, pose. Bring the soles of your feet together. You could use blocks here to support your knees. And I think we'll do it with the Kubera Mudra. So bring your thumbs and first two fingers together, and then tuck your ring finger and your baby finger into your palm of your hand. Okay, so sit up nice and tall. The Kubera Mudra is a great mudra to use if you're working towards a goal. That's why I chose it for today. And then go ahead and bring your knees back to center. Push your blocks off to the side. And you can rest back for Shavasana. As you rest back in Shavasana, again, I'm going to read you that Arnold Schwarzenegger quote on strength one more time. Strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength. Gradually allow your breath to deepen. Start to wiggle and stretch out. Bend your knees. Roll to your right side. And make your way up to sitting. Thank you for joining me for episode 176 of Namaste Yoga. Thank you for leaving your comments below. I read all of them and I respond to all of them. And thank you so much for leaving your ideas for the cultural conditioning series. Namaste.